Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome my very special co-host, Akela B. Hi, Akela.
Hi, Jean. Hi, chatters. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday.
Yes, it's a beautiful day here in the Northeast, and I'm looking forward to having a beautiful summer together.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at it's the Pathways Natural Living Expo, and
Mhm.
that's on June 8th, and it's here in um, College Park, I believe.
Mhm.
And I'm looking forward to that, and that'll be a nice, beautiful uh, day as well. Evelyn is here. Craig Dixon is here. Craig,
Oh,
it must be like dark 30 for you out there, isn't it? I know that
oh, Doc 30.
it, it's like 8 a.m. for some people out on the West Coast. And Viviani is here. So nice to see everybody.
You know what? And
Oh,
we
so
thank you
nice.
all for getting up that early, right? 8 o'clock in the morning to come on and support the channels.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I am I loved your collaboration with Ginny and Allie yesterday.
Yeah.
What a dynamic show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you. I was in awe, because sometimes you have that psychic bounce, but for some reason, it's like every reading we had that bounce, and whoa, I was taken away. Yeah.
Yep.
But
Lots of mhm.
I think with all the changes that's going on, I think we're it's going to start happening more, as we collaborate. The I felt afterwards that the messages that whomever needed to hear in that moment, because sometimes you read and I may get one part, you might get another part, but I felt as if the message in that moment, I guess spirit one needed that person to get. Maybe it's for part of their growth, as opposed to giving you pockets of a situation or what's going on. They were like, no, this is what we need you to do. This is what's going on. Here it is, kind of thing.
Evelyn said it was a cool show. I didn't ask any questions, but she had her questions answered.
Oh, wow,
Wow.
that's nice.
That's a good show. Hi, Christine. Hi, Lois. And yeah, it was quite dynamic. You guys were all on a wave there, and it was really very good. And you guys are so excited. And Akila, you were like, I hear stop.
Yeah.
And then everybody else like got the same thing. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like it was, and when you get that first hit, that's them. And you have a clear audience, or it's like a clear cognizance
Mhm.
that you hear the stop, but you hear things so clearly, and it's all, and you may not know what stop means, but you hear the stop, and then you can get the message through the cards, or in a different way. Look
Yeah.
who's here, Priscilla.
What?
So nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And she's supporting your channel. Please, everybody, do go over and support Akila B. Now, she's just getting started and she's at 111 subscribers. We want to try and get her to 1,011 subscribers. No problem, you guys.
No pressure.
But
Uh,
she is up and coming. You guys are going to want to see her. She's on with Allie. She's on with Ginny. She's on with
oh,
Priscilla. She is up and coming, you guys,
God.
and she is dynamic. She is pure. She is clear, and she does not have. She allows all of the information to come through purely and clearly. It's just so beautiful, you guys.
And you know what, Jean? I have to, and I always show gratitude to you and the rest of the team. Well, everyone in the community, I would say, who have helped me to learn to trust myself, right? Because when you're starting off, you're unsure of what it is you're getting. Is it you? And even to this day, sometimes you may doubt yourself, but I'm like, I know what I heard. I'm just going to say it. So whatever I get now, I'm like, if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But if it resonates with you, then it is for you. And you take the pockets that resonate and move on. You take all of it, you move on. Or if it doesn't sit right in that moment, it may sit later on. and a light bulb will go off and you're like, okay. But for anyone that's new and wanted to start a channel and maybe read for others, believe in yourself, believe that what you're getting is from the divine. And Jean always told me as I came on, ask, just simply ask, is this from my guides? Is this from a benevolent being? Is this of the love and light? Or if you're unsure, so just trust that you are being guided by the divine to give the messages that you are giving.
So welcome, Fierce One. And today is a free show. There is no and the only thing, if you want to, after you get your reading, it's up to you. You can donate or give a little thanks or something. And I don't know. Do you have your PayPal listed on your show notes?
No, I don't.
Okay. We'll have to work on that later. But you can do like a super sticker or PayPal or just a little thanks if you want to. But to ask a question, it's free, right? Christine just subscribed to Akela's channel. Thank you, Christine. And Priscilla says Akela is amazing, so compassionate and loving as well.
Oh,
yeah. So I wanted to show Craig is the first one. We are taking questions. We're just going to be real general about it. Please post questions in caps, just like Craig did, and use emojis if you can. And if it's a general question, if we just ask you to be specific, if it's a general question. So let me see. I could do this one as well. Loved ones, please provide the name and relation, spirit guides, angels, and general questions too. Just so you know, questions are chosen at random. So, and that's what we're going to say about that. I'm going to put this in my, how you pin it to the top of your YouTube.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll pin it. But Craig's going to be first, and guys, go ahead and pop in your questions. I'm so happy for you, Akela, and the show yesterday. I was really jazzed up. And then you're going to be on somebody else's show right after this.
Yes. On Wednesday, I'm going to be with Ginger Faye Tarot. Yeah.
That's going to be lots of fun.
And that I think is going to be at, oh gosh, I think it's 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll have to double check. Yes. On Wednesday. I think that's the 21st. Yes, the 21st. But if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be able to see it. You'll see when we go live, Ginger and I. Okay.
All right. So let's go ahead and you're going to be simulcasting with Ginger, yes?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Are you ready to get started?
I am.
All right. So thank you, Craig, for asking the first question and showing everybody how to do it. And he says, Jean and Akela, I just got back from a Denver trip. Both my mom, Martha, and Clara took very good care of me. Do they have a message? So let's get a message from Mom, Martha, and Clara. The first thing I heard is that they are happy that you're stepping out and enjoying life, and not just like you're taking opportunity. You're taking advantage of the opportunities that you see before you, and you are always learning. I feel like they're saying you're always learning. You're always curious. You're always following like a good idea that you might have, and they're just really very happy that you're happy and that you're following your joy, that you're taking advantage of the opportunities and experiencing life. And that's wonderful. How about you, Akela?
So, Craig, I don't know if this means anything to you or has any significance, but I saw a blue line. That's what the first thing I saw. I don't know what it is. I just saw this blue line. I don't know if blue is your favorite color, or maybe your mom's or Clara's, but I saw that. But what I felt when you said they took very good care of you, I got the chill. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, here we go with the chill. And now I'm getting the chills again. But the message for you is love. They love you. They're always sending their love. I think that you're in communication with them so much that you get the messages. There isn't a whole big message for you that I'm getting. It's just that they're sending their love back. Just know that you are loved. And I feel, as I say that, I feel like someone wrapped me in their arms and gave me a big hug. So that's the message for you. So I hope that makes sense. And I hope that blue line means something for you, Craig. Okay.
Great. Excellent. Let us know, Craig. That was really nice. All right. So I put in the chat, Viviani is next. After Viviani is Jasmine Romero.
Okay.
Thank you, Craig. Craig gave us a $4.99 super chat. Claire says, don't be cheap, tip them. You're sweet, Craig. Thank you so much. That was very kind of you. So Viviani is next.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, may I have a message from my guides and angels that it's important for me to know?
Okay. I have a message, a quick, and then I'm also pull a card. But Viviani, I got, you are doing great things. Believe that you are doing it. I feel like they're making me feel like there's a little bit of self-doubt. And I just heard in my head, because when we come on here, in a sense, you not in this community, but maybe outsiders watching and maybe criticizing, but believe who you are. Believe in you. Don't let the outside noise affect or try to cloud what you are doing. You have it. You got it. And I'm also going to pull a card for you, but go ahead, Jean, if you are ready.
So I'm getting some judgment or some, it's like you have, you're comparing. And they want you to know that you step into your authenticity, step into who you truly are, and work and create from there and make it your own. And when you make it your own, there is no one else to compare yourself to, and no way for you to place judgment on what is or what isn't. And trust that things will evolve and things will present to you when the time comes. There's not anything that we can not make happen. What we need to do is to be consistent and to keep showing up, keep working from, it's like the center of your soul and from your authenticity. Don't be afraid to be yourself, and to let that be enough and allow that to show up consistently. And this is where the vibration will come through and feel and allow you to feel that resonance within you. And it takes a little practice. And sometimes I call it in the pocket. I said, I can feel it. You guys were in the pocket. It's in the pocket. You don't always get in the pocket. It's important for you to clear yourself and work from an authentic, like a hollow bone, they call it. And you will get in the pocket, but it's not an always thing. It's always working towards being yourself, being non-judgmental, don't compare, and allow things to come through and you resonate as yourself, there is a soul inside of you, Viviani, that wants to express itself. There is a creator that is inside of you, and that is you. That is who you are. So work from that point and allow, and you'll find your way. You'll find your way.
Yeah. So I want to show this card. I was going to pull from one deck and I was guided to my Oracle of the Phoenix deck, Viviani. And I'm going to show this card. It says on the wrong track, right? But here you have a phoenix. But if you notice, the phoenix is going backwards, right? It's not going forward. So you've made so much. You've done so much. Don't doubt yourself, because doubting yourself is you going backward. You know, put the ego aside. Try to put the ego aside, because you have the strength. You have the fight. Look how fierce that phoenix looks standing behind you with all those flames, guiding you, protecting you. So don't let what others do, your ego, what others may say. You know who you are within. You know what gifts you have. Believe in you. You can do it. You are doing it, right? So don't doubt yourself. And that's what I have, Jean.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Viviani. That was really powerful. That came through. You never know when it's going to come through. And thank you to Viviani for your super sticker, and for Fierce One for your super sticker. So Jasmine Romero is next, and after Jasmine is Fierce One. And Jasmine wants to know, does my grandpa Carl have any messages for me?
Okay.
Thank you, Jasmine, for letting me know you're here. So I feel like there's somebody coming through telling you not to do something. And like, was he not into this psychic kind of, tarot cards or whatever? He's just saying, I feel like he's sort of giving you a little bit of direction, and he wants to point you back into your heart, and he wants you to find your truth and find your the love and the confidence is in here, and he doesn't want you to look for external you know validation. It's all comes from in here. And he says it's almost like, remember your name, remember who you are, remember your family, remember the kindness and respect. Like, he's saying you already are all of this. He's saying you're searching outside for validation, you're searching for other people to make you to see you. And he's saying that it's up to you to believe in yourself. And it was, and he's almost like really proud of his family legacy. And he's saying that they have paved the way for you this far. He says, trust them still. Trust them. He's telling me it's like the golden rule, and like, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Like, really just basic stuff. He wants you to remember this: kindness and compassion, and try not to judge others. Was he religious? Yet ye be judged or something? Was he religious? Because he's saying he's saying these things, but he's saying be proud of who you are. He's saying you are enough. Um, he was wise. He was always had advice to say. He wants you to know that he is very well taken care of on the other side. I don't know if he was pampered in this life. Like, did he have a certain chair and somebody would bring him his coffee or his drink, or did he get to watch his own TV shows or something? He said, "I'm still being pampered on the other side." Like people respected him and would, treat him extra kind. But he just wants you to remember who you are. She says, "Why has he not come in dreams?" Yes, I would go. I don't know what crutch is.
Church, maybe church.
Oh, church. Okay. Oh, okay. He would go to church. Yeah. It takes him a while to work up to that, but you can try. There's a little ceremony that you get a glass of water and you say, "Grandfather, please come to me and show me yourself in my dreams." And you would drink half of the water and you would leave the other half out on your nightstand. And when you wake up the next morning, you say, "Thank you very much." And you drink the rest of the water. And it's almost like now you don't believe that he'll come, or you don't believe that you'll remember, or you don't, it's almost like you have to be ready and, believe it. I don't trust that it will happen. And then, like, let it go, forget about it, because they only come when we least expect it. And if they come in a flash, or if they come just smiling and you see them, you think that that was them, trust that, because it's hard for them to come and show uh, a large part of them. Or, sometimes it's just like a little visitation of their a smile, them smiling, and then it goes away. So be patient. And so Jasmine also says, at the end of his life, he was in retirement home because he didn't have the best health. I see. Yeah. Well, he's very much taken care of now. I see him with family. How about you, Akela?
Okay, did he recently pass? So what I got, Jasmine, was remember the little things. That's what I heard. Remember the little things. And I wasn't getting much from him. But so I pulled some cards, and he wants you to know that his mind is free. His mind is free. So I don't know if he was struggling or dealing with um Alzheimer's or maybe things of that sort, but he wants you to know that his mind is now free. He was met by others on the side. So if you were wondering, I'll show you the first card. This is the first card. So if you were wondering, is he okay? Kind of like that sense. He was met by so many loving people, and I'm saying that I can feel like I'm being wrapped up as well, by the love and the embrace of when he crossed over. He's saying that he has a new understanding, and I get that. Like, if you look at this card, right, it's like he's looking back at Earth, and maybe there were things he believed. He went to church often, or and sometimes religion takes over some of the things that we may know or may believe. But now he has a new understanding of a variety of things. But I'm feeling more so it's regarding church and spirituality. So I said, well, what is the message for Jasmine? And I pulled a card. And I love when the cards stick together sometimes, because I'm like, no, wait, this is two cards. It's not one card. And the reason being is because this is the message, which was the second card that he wants you to know. And it says, inner beauty. Remember your inner beauty. Remember who you are. Remember what he taught you, or maybe what he taught your mom and dad and which was passed down to you. But what I also love about this image is that you asked, why is he not coming in your dreams? If you look at this image, this person looks like she is in dreamland, and here is her loved one, and she may not be seeing the loved one, but the loved one is coming, and sometimes they don't come in the ways that we expect them to come, right? Sometimes you're thinking, okay, this is how I know this person, this is the visual I'm going to get. There may be something that he loved that you may be dreaming of, but you're not connecting the dots. So I would suggest, and maybe this is him telling me, document your dreams. And as you document your dreams, you may start to realize, oh, Grandpa Carl did visit me. Oh, he liked to do this. And here I saw somebody doing this. So he's giving me signs that he's around. So just document, I would say journal your dreams or whatever you can remember of your dreams to connect. And I see she asks, is he with family up in heaven? Well, this card says he was met by loving people. So I would say yes. Yes. So I hope that helps, Jasmine.
Yeah, I get that too when he said that he was being taken care of and, treated very nicely. I see that he was, a patriarch of the family. But thank you very much, Jasmine. All the best to you. And thank you for your question. Fierce One is next. After Fierce One, I have Christine and Mangled Unicorn.
Okay.
Christine Thomas and Mangled Unicorn are after Fierce One. So Fierce One said, I would love a spirit guide message.
Fierce One. Fierce One.
Hi, Ginny. VIP Ginny's in the house.
Actually.
So I feel that you have a lot of boundaries and walls and guards and protection all around you. I feel like you are you have a lot of defensive type of tendencies, but once you get past all of those gates and walls and barriers and all of those, you're so very sensitive, so very curious, so very open. You have like this a light and fluttery energy that you have. And I don't know if you ever go on nature walks outside and you're not listening to any podcasts or anything, you're just listening to nature. I feel like you can really tune into the vibration of your own soul. I feel like you can just take in, and almost like the beauty and the majesty of nature around you can bring you to tears. And this is the kind and sensitive nature that you have, but there's a lot of, protection around that. And they want you to work on bringing that out a little bit more and keeping your boundaries. It's healthy, and keeping your protections. It's healthy, but also bringing out your playful side, bringing out your nature side. I don't know if you sing. There's something about what you do raises your vibration. Do you like to sing? They're saying do these things that bring you joy. And if you're, whether you're by yourself or in front of other people, but they want you to do really what brings you joy without worrying about what somebody else might say about it. Um, and they're also saying that you do listen to other people's opinions a little too much, and you want to try and just not look at that, not listen to that, and it's none of your business, is what they're telling me. What other people say is none of your business. It's you finding where your groove is, and you can try things, and it may not be what you want. You can try something else, and it may not be what you want, but you need to try and follow those breadcrumbs so that when you do find something that lifts your spirit and brings you into that awareness, that you'll be able to continue and ride on that frequency or flow, get into the flow. But that's what I have for you, Miss Fierce One. How about you, Akela?
Okay, so Fierce One, I heard interesting. Your name is Fierce One, but I'm feeling that there's a lot of um. Oh wow! Now I feel like I want to cry. Okay, alrighty. This is not my emotion. There's a lot of balled up, pent up emotions, and the Fierce One, the name is like a mask to um oh wow, I feel sad. Yeah, okay, let me backtrack. The first thing I heard was trust, and then I heard truth be told. So that ties into kind of what Jean says, right? You have a lot of emotions, things that have happened and created these barriers, but those barriers and boundaries and walls, all they are doing is masking, and it's causing you to not truly accept who you are. Don't listen to what others feel or think of you. Don't oh, what is it I was going to say? Don't lose you to please others. Okay? Your past does not depict your present or your future. Whatever happened in the past, we can't change. But what we can do is realize, be aware that something happened, whatever it may be. Maybe somebody broke our trust, maybe somebody hurt us, whatever it is. Let the emotion go through the emotions. Let it go is what I want to say. I just want to feel like I want to like take a hammer and crash this glass ball that's pent up, because there's a lot of blessings coming for you. And I chuckled when Jean, you mentioned something about maybe she sings or something, and my eye immediately was drawn to the angel playing the violin in the upper corner. So don't, if you have to cry, cry. My mother always told me, um put your head in a pillow and scream, let it all out. And if you don't know how to, because sometimes we've been conditioned that this is normal, if you don't know, call in your guardian angels, call in the ascended masters, whomever you want to call in on, and ask them to help you release and get over that hurdle, because of all that's pent up. In a sense, the blessings that should be coming to you, I won't say you're blocking, but you're delaying it. So Jean mentioned going to the park, maybe going to the park ground. If there's a pond and if you can, put your feet in the water, release. But that's what I have for you, Fierce One. And I wish you all the best on this journey.
That was beautiful, Akela. Thank you so much. Thank you, Fierce One. And you will find your way, and you've already begun the journey, and you're well on your way for sure. So thank you very much for your question, and thanks for being here.
Yeah.
And next is Christine, and then Mangled Unicorn, and then Evelyn. So let's keep moving along. So Christine says, "Please pray for my old dog Duncan. Oh, his eye turned up last night. Will it be okay? It's a bit better today. I don't know what turned up means. Oh
Maybe
my
it rolled
gosh.
back. Did it roll back, Christine?
Oh no.
Okay. Okay.
You're welcome, fierce one. Old dog Duncan. Let's see what he has to say. Look at the doggy emojis she has there. How cute. And they're not easy to find. I'm like, how do these people find these things?
Wait, I heard, even though you say old dog Duncan, I feel like he still has a lot of pizzazz, sass, spunk in him. Because when I went in, I heard, oh, I'm going to be fine. But with all this sass to him. So it's right up to the right. Oh.
I feel like he didn't mean to upset you so much.
Okay.
I feel like it's not bothering him.
Oh, she was applying allergy meds.
I feel like it might take a week or two to fully heal. As long as he's happy, he's okay. And that's what Akela was picking up. He always still has that, spirit of happiness and joy. And it's not bothering him as much as it's bothering you. He's not upset about it. It's just something wonky. But he's still happy, like even if he couldn't see out of both eyes, he'd still be happy, so he wants you not to worry about him, that it's not bothering him and he's not worried about it. It's something wonky, but it's not fearful for him.
Mm-hmm.
I do feel like it's going to take about a week to clear up. Just keep the breed is prone to eye issues. I just feel like it's not bothering him as much as it's bothering you. He's saying as long as he's happy, you'll know. You'll know if he's not happy. You'll know if he's sleepy and lethargic. You'll know if it's something else. But I feel like he's still happy and he's just worried. He doesn't want to, alarm you. How about you, Akela?
Yeah, I feel like he's okay. He is not, because, and I don't know what type of, is it a big dog? I've seen these dogs on TV, but I'm not good with dog breeds, but I see a pretty big dog, almost big as, oh, he's an English Cocker. Okay, Cocker Spaniel. Okay, he's not big then. Whose dog is that? But his breed is print. But what I'm feeling, he's gonna be okay. He's not worried about it. As Jean said, I think it's more of a something happened. Maybe he was a little excited or unexcited about the medication, and that happened. But I feel he'll be okay. And one other thing I just kind of heard. Yes, we have pets and we worry about the pets and things that happen. But what I'm feeling, they're making me feel, is as when certain animals are prone to specific things, somehow it's like they are okay. It's like their spirit knows kind of like what it is they're going to be dealing with. So while we worry, they are kind of like, oh, okay, and so it's fine. So that's why I feel he'll be okay, Christine. You'll have to let us know, but he'll be okay.
All the best to you, Christine. Thanks for asking, and all the best to Old Dog Duncan too. All right, Mangled Unicorn is here, and Evelyn. After Evelyn is Pooja. So Evelyn and Pooja, please say that you're still here.
My dad. Oh, wow.
And Mangled says, my dad passed on, oh my gosh, wow, just January. What's his first name, Mangled Unicorn, if you don't mind? We'll start tapping into your dad.
Oh.
What's his first name? So your dad is, I feel like he's coming through saying that it was his time. His time had come, Marcus. Okay, thank you. He said his time, it was his time. His time has come. I feel like he hung on. I feel like there was like a touch and go, a couple of times, which was very difficult to deal with. But he said it was his time. His time had come. He said it's glorious where he is. He's saying that he feels like rejuvenated instantly. Like he almost feels free to be out of the confines of an aging body. He's strong and he's handsome. He's telling me he's strong and handsome. I feel like he was a handsome dude in his day, and he is again. And I feel like he has this resilience. Did everybody was he charismatic? He's telling me that people gravitated towards him, or he could make friends easy. Either that, or he was in like a social profession, like some sort of a salesman, where he would have a lot of clients or customers that he would get along with, and he was a bit of a peacock. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yep. And she said he had to be in hospice. It was a long journey, renal failure. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He's saying he's free now. Let me ask him for a message. He doesn't want you to worry about him anymore. I feel like you were worried about him for so long through the illness. He says he wants you to know that he is 100% restored and back to his old confident self. And he wants you to know that he is watching over you. He can feel when you think about him. He said he's in your heart and he's in your thoughts. And when you think about him, it almost like sends him a little text message. Like he can feel the vibration of when you think about him. And he says, take your time, that the separation, even though you knew that his last day was near, it's still, the grieving process is still unique, and he wants you to take your time, because it's not as he's feeling the separation, but he feels the love connection that you two have is still alive. So while you're mourning his physical departure, always remember that the connection that you two had and the love is still alive. How about you, Miss Akela?
Okay, so I really wasn't getting anything, but so I shuffled some cards, and what I'm getting from Marcus is he says, if I had only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. Okay. The next card he wants you to know is you have nothing to feel guilty about. And with this card, what I'm getting is that even though the family knew what he was dealing with, sometimes you always think that we could have done more, right? And sometimes there isn't anything more that we can do. Um, and then we start to feel guilty because, maybe they're going through discomfort. There's so much that tugs on the heartstrings and the mind. But he wants you to know that life is a series of choices. And no matter what you do, choose love. And what I like about this card is that there's a big heart and a little heart, which to me signifies you and him. So, what he's saying in this card is don't feel guilty because you shared your love as he went through whatever he was dealing with. So, always choose love. You may not feel like you were doing it, but you were. Little things like being there, um, maybe support of other siblings, if there are other siblings, support of others who were also dealing with the situation he was dealing with. And I got this card again. His mind is free. And when I look at this card, I felt a little bit of sadness. And him saying his mind was free is because he's able to see maybe the stress that the situation brought onto the family. And maybe while he was there laying in the bed, it bothered him. Because sometimes our loved ones know that we are stressing about their situation and they can't do anything about it. And they're like, they may tell you, I'm okay, but they can see that you're stressed, you're worried, because there's so many finances. So much comes into play when a loved one is ill. But now his mind is free. And I feel like he wants your mind to be free of it as well, because that was his path, you know. And now he is where he's pain free. He doesn't have to worry about the shell and the struggles our shell goes through. So he wants you to not stress or worry or I heard of the what ifs, or what couldn't I, what could we have done better. Let that go. And he wants you to remember this: life is a series of choices. Choose love in everything that you do, and that includes even when you're thinking about his situation. We choose the life path that we're on. um Sometimes we will have to figure it out. We'll find out as we get older or whatever, when things happen. But if for every experience, choose love is what I'm getting that he's saying. No matter what it is, choose love. And that's what I have for you, Mangled Unicorn.
Thank you very much. That was a beautiful reading. So I didn't see Evelyn, if you're still here, Pooja, if you're still here, Mary, if you're still here. Evelyn, Pooja, Mary. I just need to know you guys are still here. And thank you everybody for going over and subscribing to Akela B's channel. It's I put the link. I wonder if I still have it active. I don't think so. No.
I can drop it in the chat as well. But yes, thank you.
And if there's any moderators, you guys can put in Akela's channel. But please do go over and show her some love and subscribe to Akela's channel. We appreciate that. Oh, okay, good. You got some more subscribers. Good. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Okay, there it is. She got it. Thank you. That's the link. Here you go, guys. Oh, you know what you did? You put it in your own.
Oh, I did. Oh.
But let me see. I don't know if I can. I'm going to do it one more time for you since everybody's here now.
Okay, his mom, grandma.
Okay. That's that'll bring you to her page. I know it's probably the show that we're on, but it'll bring you to her page. Yeah. So Mangled Unicorn said, I'm scared his mom, grandma is about to go through renal failure with my grandpa. I'm not ready, but I am also too. Yeah. Um, wow. It really runs in the family there. Wow.
I was just about, because I just saw like circles in a line, and I think if they haven't already, if there are others in the family, like male and female, should get checked. Early detection is, hopefully they can catch it. But yeah, that's
Mm-hmm. All the best to you, Mangled Unicorn. Ginny popped in thank you very much, Ginny. She put in um your
channel.
link as well. And Donna Marie subscribed. Yay! Thank you, Donna Marie. So with that little brief, Evelyn is here. Thank you, Evelyn. And Mary is here. Thank you, Evelyn and Mary. I see you. I don't think Pooja may have fallen asleep. She says that a lot sometimes. Okay, so Evelyn and Mary are next. So Evelyn wants a spirit guide message, please. Hi, Evelyn. How are you? I feel like you're doing better. I feel like you're doing good. Things could be better, you're saying. I hear you saying, Gene, things could be better. Even though you're doing better, things could still be better. I feel like there's not a lot of other people you can rely on because they're telling me it's important to rely on yourself and, rely on yourself to make you happy, rely on yourself to, you know, create your surroundings that make you happy. And they're saying that once you start relying on yourself, people who are reliable will start to come around because it's almost like that kind of a vibration when you don't want to take any responsibility or ownership or initiative to create your own happiness, just as a general term. And you're looking to other people to make you happy or to create your happiness, it's not going to happen until you start taking responsibility or ownership of your own happiness. Once you start loving Evelyn and taking care of Evelyn and doing things that really make Evelyn happy, then all of a sudden these people who can support that will be around you. I do know that it's because we're tired, because we need support, that we sort of lean on others when they come into our lives, or have high expectations of others to take care of us the way we would take care of us. It's nobody knows you, Evelyn, better than you. And it's important for you to maintain your own autonomy throughout every aspect. So it's important for you to keep that love of self, priorities, reassurance, and know that you're creating a you're an example of what it looks like to be autonomous, to create your own happiness, and allow that to manifest in your life. I feel like there's an example. You can rely on your ancestors are here. And they're all here saying that we did the same thing. We went through the same thing. Rely on us. Rely on your angels and spirit guides. These are the uh, energies that are reliable for you, and they'll show you who you are. I feel like you have beautiful dreams. You have, I see beautiful pictures and images. You have an artistic eye, and this might be something that you enjoy, whether it's sketching yourself, painting on your own, or going and to an art exhibit or to a craft fair. There's something about colors and create creating art that really brings you joy, and they want you to follow that. I hope that makes sense. That's what I was getting for you, Miss Evelyn. How about you, Akela B?
Okay. So for Evelyn, I was seeing flashes of blue like the sky, the pretty blue. But then I asked, does she need to like maybe sky gaze a little bit? And then I heard more of, it's like the ocean blue. So think of the Caribbean, the blue waters of the Caribbean. I feel like that's going to bring you some sort of comfort, some sort of, you can use that color if you're feeling if you're feeling uneasy. But the message that I got from you is that there's a lot of doubt that you're dealing with. I don't know what it is, but they want you to let go of that doubt in whatever decision it is you did make or a decision you have to make. Because whatever it is, whether you did it or you're going to do it, it says you did well. And you will have to say, I did well, or I am going to do well in whatever that decision is. Because you going into your heart, you're going to know what is the decision that is best for you and whoever else is involved. But I also got the awareness card. And with this awareness card, what they drew me into is that the lady on the unicorn, she is just enjoying the magic of traveling on this uniform. She is carefree. There's not a doubt in the world because, if you're riding a horse, example, you might be fearful you fall off, the horse starts to do all kind of crazy stuff, and then, you fall off, right? But this lady is aware. She's aware that she is protected. She's guided. She has nothing to worry about because she knows she did well. She made the right choice for whatever it is she's dealing with. Then I asked, okay, well, can you give me another card? Because I was feeling a lot of uneasiness. So I asked for my Archangel Michael deck, and it says, make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in the situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you toward your own joy. You deserve it. And there we have a scale, and there is you in your heart. And on the other side, you have the divine balancing you out. So let go of this doubt, because with your team, your guides, the angels, maybe family that you have your back, would not guide you wrong. Call on them, ask for guidance on if it's a decision that you have to make, or if it's something that you recently made and you're unsure about. But be this lady on this unicorn. The unicorn is just going over the rainbow, and she's just enjoying the magic that is on this journey that she's going through. And this also, you said something about dreams, Jean. And when you mentioned dreams, watching the lady on the unicorn is what my eyes were drawn to. So maybe speak to your guides and ask them to come into your dreams to help offer you guidance if you find that you may not be hearing them when you're trying to meditate or throughout the day because there's so much noise going on. But call on them. They're ready and waiting to help you make the decisions you need to make. And that's what I have for you, Evelyn.
Yeah, all the best to you, Evelyn. Thank you very much for being here and for your question. So I see Mary said that she was here. And what about Sandra? Is Sandra still here? Sandra, if you're still here, just say hello. All right. Mary says, messages from spirit guides, please. And thank you for being a member. Mary is a member, and if anybody is interested in membership, you can click on the join button right below this video, and you'll see what the options are and what the perks are. And so if you hit join, it doesn't make you join, it just lets you see what it is. You have to go through a few more steps to join. But thank you, Mary, for being a member. So Mary, I do see angels around you and spirit guides that are of the love light vibration. And they want you to know to keep following your instincts, that to trust your instincts. And I actually see a Pegasus for you. I don't know if you like Pegasus, but it's like the winged horse. It's beautiful. And it's almost like an angelic horse. I'm not sure if you like horses, but they're just showing me that you have a belief in the divine. And so you also, they want to remind you that you too are of the divine vibration. You feel as though the divine is unreachable, untouchable, and something to, pray to. But they want you to know that there is a piece of the divine right here, that you walk, talk, and resonate in the divine source, and to treat yourself as such. This may take a little bit getting used to, but every time you see, feel, or reach out to a divine being, remember that they are also contained here. We're all one, is what, and this is a big message for you, Mary. And this, we are all one. So that's really big. I feel like you are far along on your journey, and you're ready for the bigger concepts of what it truly means to be here in this incarnation, to bring heaven on earth, to walk in balance with our ego and our spirit. And they want you to know that your work, it's the work that you're doing, whether it's meditating or praying or studying or whatever it is that you're doing, it's bringing you to the information that's important for you to evolve or open up more. So good for you. How about you, Miss Akela?
You must be psychic, Jean. Oh my gosh. So when I went in, I saw white, flashing white. And I said, well, what is this? I couldn't see what it was. I just saw the flashing. And I felt like it was an angelic being. And I was like, okay, this is nice. So I feel like with the flashing lights, it's like they were saying, okay, we're here. So I feel like they're communicating or trying to communicate with you, and you might be missing it, Mary. So then I was like, well, what is the message for Mary? And I saw an angelic being standing in a doorway. So you'll have to let us know if you've seen something standing in your doorway. So as Jean was talking, and Jean, and you mentioned the angelic being, I was like, wow, that's what I saw. So then I was drawn to pull a card for you. Oh, before I go there, my third eye, the vibration of the light, my third eye and my crown chakra were going off like crazy. It was like pulsating. So I feel like if you do practice, Mary, or if something's going on with your third eye and your crown chakra, because they were vibrating really powerful. So I feel like it's being upgraded. And I pulled a card for you and I got the blue beings. It says light transmission, wounds healed, important information, and you're charging up, which is everything that I felt. And if you look at this image in the neck area, it looks like this could be a doorway and a being standing in the doorway. So maybe it's the blue beings that are trying to make connection with you, because the light, even though it was white, it wasn't pure white. It had a hint. So it gives that almost like this blue in the area here is almost what it gave. And yeah, they're charging up your third eye and your crown chakra for sure, because mine was pulsating. So pay attention. I feel like if you haven't already seen a being, they're there trying to communicate with you. So I hope that helps, Mary, but that's what I got for you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Akela. And thank you, Mary. All the best to you. I do. And I feel like your purpose is coming in, not that your purpose, but I feel like you're asking you this question because the answer is coming. So it's no coincidence that you're asking the question. All the best to you. So Pooja says that she's back, and this is going to be the last one for the show today. And she wants to get a message from her spirit guides regarding her spiritual growth and gifts.
Okay.
All right, Pooja. You're welcome, Mary. So they want you to work on developing different abilities, Miss Pooja, and it's not to distract you from your innate abilities. It's to broaden your horizons. It's not going to, like, if you're, I don't know, if you're good at painting the color blue, if you go and paint all the other colors in the rainbow, won't diminish your ability to color blue. Like, they want you to try and expand and to practice other modalities, like practice healing, practice Reiki, practice, mediumship, practice oracle cards, practice whatever you're doing, expand that out. It's not, and it's important to keep your focus on what you do well, but they want you to do this because I think there's more in that ability, in this ability, that you can use in a broader sense. You can apply what you know with this in a broader sense. And it's almost like you are a spiritual being and you are a spiritual teacher and you have a spiritual sort of balance, and you can apply this to your everyday life. But there's more there for you, and they want you to broaden that possibility. So I hope that makes sense. How about you, Miss Akela?
I Pusha, I heard patience. That's the word I heard. And as Jean was talking, Jean mentioned something about, painting the rainbow doesn't affect you from painting the color blue or another color, right? So when I heard that, what I felt was, don't give up on the one thing that you might be, like someone may be trying to work on a mediumship, connecting with the other side, and they're struggling or they're finding it hard to connect. And then you're like, okay, I'm not connecting. Let's move on to the next thing. And what I'm feeling is, don't do that. Stick with it, right? We didn't, when we were born, we weren't walking, right? We had to learn to roll. We had to learn to creep. There's so many things that we had to learn before we were able to walk. So be patient with yourself, right? And I was shuffling my deck and the card came out. It says acts of service. And this is Jesus. It says, when you serve, the universe serves you. And acts of service can be in many different ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be you going out to feed the homeless or anything like that. That is an act of service. But the simple things of being kind to the animals. Like yesterday, I saw an earthworm. It was hot yesterday here. And I saw poor earthworm on the concrete. And I can see he's trying to make it, but it's so hot. I think he was sticking to the concrete. And I don't like earthworms. But I stopped and I got something and I picked him up and put him in the grass. So it's the little things. It doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be a grand act of service. It can be something simple. But then I was drawn to the Bridget card, which says inner fire. And Bridget says, let your passion lead you to your purpose. And what stood out to me on this card is the light that she has, and where it's reflected is almost the same as the light on your in your profile, your picture there. So whatever it is you want to do, be patient with it. Be patient with yourself and let that light from within guide you to where let the light from within, along with your team, the guides, the universe, guide you to where you need to be. Don't force it. Because when you're forcing it, all they're going to do is be like, okay, that's not where we need to be. Come on back. And then you're just getting you may just get frustrated. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. Take it one day at a time. And don't compare yourself to others, right? Some people have been doing this for years. Some people just started, but everyone's path and journey in this process is different. We were all meant to do different things. And even though I might be doing mediumship, Jean does mediumship, it's totally different. Jean goes in and she gets hers like that. I go in and I'm like, okay, now I need something. I'm not hearing anything. But so don't compare yourself to where Jean's at or where I am at in my process, or anybody else that you're watching on YouTube. Be patient, trust the process, and allow your guides to guide you through where you need to go. I remember when I first started, Jean, one of the messages you gave me was, oh, they're going to take you on a journey. You heard a song and it was Lizzo. Oh my gosh, no, I can't remember the song. But just trust that you are where you are or where you need to be right now. The people that need you are going to connect with you in the different ways. You might even realize, a sick animal might come up to you. That's an act of service that you're doing that you may not even realize you're doing. So just be patient with yourself, Pooja. And that's what I have.
Beautiful, Akela. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Christine Fryer says, Akela and Jean together, I can feel your energy. That's good. And that's, that's also an extra benefit. And Christine, you say you can feel our energy. We can feel your energy. You all coming here and gathering together energizes and helps us to raise our vibration. And you guys are like holding the space for us to feel safe and bring through these messages. It's all of your energy that supports us. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here. And Pusha says, yeah, sometimes I get frustrated. I'm doing this without any mentor other than my own wisdom. Good for you. Good for you. I will keep up with the patiently. Wonderful, Pooja. Well, thank you, everybody. And Go ahead.
Jean, before you go, you need to share your class that's coming up, your summer classes, so people can join. And Pooja mentioned that she's doing this without a mentor, and she's just using her own wisdom. And Jean's gonna go ahead and share her class information. So Pooja, if this resonates with you, this is something you might be able to look into.
No, I just have to get there.
Okay. And while you get there, I'll just keep talking. And that's how it got me started, Pooja. I had all this knowing and stuff, but I didn't know anything about it. And then I met Jean at a metaphysical fair, and then we just skyrocketed from then on. I've been to practice sessions, and you get to understand the foundations of this whole process if you're brand new to it or learning on your own. And then if you get what you need, and if you want to move on, then you can move on. But at least you have a community of people who are like-minded, who is here to help you understand and get to where you need to be, along with your guides, of course.
Mm-hmm. So I'm offering a psychic study practice group, and it's a summer package. It's 4 months, May, June, July, and August. And it's at least one Sunday a month. I have 2 Sundays in May so far, but I have a lot of responsibilities, vacations, family obligations. So I could only commit to one Sunday a month. And it's for 4 months, and all 4 months is $25. If you're interested, you can contact me under SunPsychicJean.com under my contact page. If that link doesn't work, just go to my SunPsychicJean.com website and click on the contact page and just say you want more information about the class. And it's not a class, it's a study practice group. And what I do is we go into a meditation, we all raise our vibration, and then I offer you a suggestion for a exercise, and I teach you a psychic exercise to help you to strengthen your psychic skills. And then we go into breakout rooms and we practice on one another. And then we come back and we share. And that share, it is so very valuable. We're like, oh, I didn't know that could happen, And the sharing is really, I've learned so much just from other people sharing. And then I switch your partner and you go into another breakout room with a different partner. And it's in the practice. And this is what helped me. I took classes online, but it was the practice. I had a practice group that I practiced all the time, every week. And it was really what helped me to build my confidence, to help me to find my discernment of, is this me or is this spirit? And can I trust this or not trust this? And you only know that by being, not only, but it's helpful to know that if you're in a safe container and you're with like-minded people and we're all learning and practicing together, to have that opportunity to practice. And you'd be really surprised. Yeah. I have people that have never taken any classes at all, and that just came to one thing, and I asked them, somebody came to a clairvoyance class I had, and they were hitting it, nailing it, and getting hits on every single exercise. And she's like, I think I have psychic skills. Like, so we have all different, we have people that have been doing this for a while. Akela's in the class. There's a couple other content creators that are in the class. And so it's up to you. But yeah. I just did that for everybody. If anybody else is interested, you can join at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Akela. And Akela will be back on Wednesday with Ginger Faye Tarot. Yes. I'm looking forward to that. And I am going to be on with Allie, Heart and Soul Connected, later on today at 1 Eastern, 10 Pacific. And I'll see you again real soon. Thanks again, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.